So I'm going to do another pretty quick video, cooking video, and this is what I'm having tonight. Is going to be a pork shoulder roast in the slow cooker. It's a pretty quick prep. Put it in the slow cooker and forget about it for the day. So I did a video a little while back on pulled pork sandwiches, and when I went to the store, I bought two of these and just froze the other one. And I said I was going to probably do a roast with vegetables with the other one, and that's what I'm going to do. So basically, with this one, I did cut some of the fat off, and I'm not going to sear it. You can, like with the one I did with the pulled pork, I stuck it in the broiler. I mean, you can sear it in a pan, it would be easier. But with the pulled pork, I like to have a sear on it. You can sear this as well before you put it in the slow cooker, but I'm not going to. All I'm going to do is basically put some seasoning on it. You can do whatever you want. I'm just going to go with the flow, I guess. Put whatever you want. I'm just going to put some garlic salt. Some onion powder. A little bit of seasoning salt. Maybe a little too much there. A little bit of pepper. And I love the Chicago steak seasoning. I do. I put it on everything. I don't know why. Now this is a mistake. Another thing I like putting on a lot of things is chopped chives. I love it. Again, you can put whatever you want. And then I'm going to flip it over and do the other side. I'm going to lose some of that. Wash my hands before I open all this back up and do it again. Don't want to be touching my seasoning bottles after I touch the pork. Just repeat. Now, I didn't cut the fat off the bottom. I did cut the fat off of the side because there was this, that big old chunk of fat. That you have on the side of your pork shoulder or pork butt. I don't know if they're the same. I think they are. Who knows? Rub that in a little bit. Alrighty. And now I am going to I just rubbed it in just a little bit. I'm going to add, when I put this in the crock pot, I am going to add just a little bit more of my chives, I think, and my steak seasoning. I didn't season it that much, no big deal. But I'm basically going to go ahead and just throw this in the crock pot. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have it in the crock pot. Sorry, again, my setup is horrible, but I have to deal with it for now. And I have to mention that this pork shoulder, it does have the bone in it. Both of them did. They were on sale. That's why I bought it. I've already said before that I just despise going to the store. The prices are just outrageous. So I try to get, when I get the meats, I try to get them on sale, and I try to get them in bulk or get whatever's on sale, and then I freeze whatever I have left over. Like, these were on sale, so I bought 2 of them, froze them. If I find, chicken, whatever, I'll separate it and freeze it. But anyways, all I'm going to add is 1 can of chicken broth, just around. I'm going to try not to get too much on the top. And you can substitute the chicken broth with, you can get a package of the pork gravy and put that in there instead. I think it calls for 1 cup of water. If you just buy like I don't know, I think they're like 56 cents or 90 cents or something like that. And you can mix the pork gravy instead. But for this one, I'm just going to put the chicken broth in there. I'm going to put the lid on it. And for this one, I'm going to cook it on high. You can cook it on low. But I'm getting started a little bit late, so I'm going to cook this on high for about 6 to 7 hours. But with this roast, we're going to put onions, carrots, and potatoes in. And I've said before, when I did my Mississippi pot roast, that I don't like doing the vegetables and letting them cook all day. I do not like my potatoes mushy. So I'm going to do the vegetables just like I did with my Mississippi pot roast. I will wait until about 2 hours before this is done, and then I'll put the vegetables in, and I always put the carrots in about 45 minutes before the potatoes and onions, because it seems like the carrots take a little bit longer to cook. So we'll just come back here about 2 hours before this is done, and I'll already have the carrot, I already have the carrots in there, so we'll put the veggies in and take a look at it and go from there. But again, I got a lot to do today, so this is just gonna go. As you can see, it was a pretty quick prep, besides cutting up those veggies and putting the lid on and letting it go for the day. So we'll come back and see what it looks like. Okay, so the roast has been going about maybe 4.5 hours, and I already put my carrots in, and I went ahead and cut up my potatoes and my onions. And I'm being lazy here. I took my phone off of its stand, so I'm a little shaky. And I'm just going to throw the potatoes and the onions in. I said before, I like my carrots to go in a little bit earlier, because it seems like it takes a while for them to cook. I'm sorry. So it's kind of hard when you're holding your camera or your phone or whatever you're using, but we're just going to plop them in. And put the lid back on and just cook it for about another, I would say, well, until they're done, right? um, once I put this foam down, I will get it in there in the juices a little bit. But I would say about another hour and a half till they're done. The meat's almost done. It cooked pretty good, so we'll just see. We'll check on it. But I just got a little lazy. Been pretty busy today, so I'm going to put the lid back on there and just let it cook. Of course, again, this video is going to be hopefully I can splice together 3 small videos. I don't know. I didn't need to show you how to throw in vegetables, right? Anywho. Yeah, I'm not really good at these cooking videos yet, so. But anyways, I'm going to put the lid back on there and let this go because I want it to be done in time for dinner. So, we'll come back here in a few. Okay, we are back and it looks like our veggies are done. The meat is done, so I am going to pull this out and get it ready and on the pan. Alrighty, so there's our pork roast all done and ready to go. There is still in the slow cooker, there's still more veggies and lots of juice, and my roast fell apart as I was taking it out. As you can see, it just falls apart. So lots of juice to put on that. The vegetables are nice and tender, and it took about 6.5 hours on high because I put it on high. You can cook it on low, but I did put it on high. So there you go, and we will catch you again on my next video. I wish I could get better at the cooking videos. Like I said, I got lazy today with putting this phone on the stand. So, but anyways, we'll catch you again. Hope y'all have a wonderful evening.